Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here, Target Trading Academy with today's micros market recap. Let's get right into it. It is Thursday, October 19th at the close in New York. Let's start with oil. Oil opened below that close, inside of its range, at the edge of this HVA. It just took a while to punch through, swooped down, hit that range low, bounced off of that, made a move towards the close, not quite getting it before it retraced, hitting this edge, giving a winner, but it took a while to develop. I mean, look at that, 10 o'clock, 10:40. It just took a while, but after that, it just was relentless. It grabbed its close and just started climbing, as you can see there. So we are definitely finishing net positive on the day. As far as gold goes, it opened below its close as well, but not terribly far from it. It snagged it right away. It went back and forth inside of this HVA. Once more, these levels are drawn the night before. And then when Powell started to speak, some volatility increased. And look where we are. We are just now outside of it. Looks like we might just be opening gap up tomorrow. If you don't know why I'm laughing, it's because it seems like every other day or so, or every 2 days, we have been opening gap up, and we've been climbing for quite a little whiles now, as they're just recouping all that stuff that happened when it just dropped. Now, as far as our equities go, they are going to be closing net down, both the ES and the NASDAQ. Remember, we're talking about micros, but they follow the minis as well. In terms of where they open below the close, and we never quite got to it. We got close, but just not close enough. The close was still well a ways, but you can see we had decent response at these edges, hitting them several times, and they're responding nicely. We had that volatility kicking from 12 o'clock, and you can see it just blew through that edge, retraced, and then it came up trying to get up there yet again, but never quite making it before it came back to where it was before Powell started speaking, to pretty much try one more time during that lunch break to then come back down. Well, and I skipped over this. They put in new lows and hit this edge like 4 times or so. Not to say on that short side either, but the long side. And then we've overtaken those lows yet again. So we're just making new lows on the day, and we've just been trending lower since around 1 o'clock or so, 1:32. So we are definitely finishing net down. Very similar story in the NASDAQ. We just recently had this one here that turned around, never getting to our close. We opened below it, in balance inside that range, and they just couldn't quite get it. So if we just scroll back, you'll see here how many times we just hit this edge back and forth repeatedly, just hitting our heads against it. But we opened up and immediately went nosedive, blew through that edge, and then we hit this HVA edge once, twice, 3 times, and then the one behind it that we came from once, twice already right there. Just ping-ponging that morning, and then, like we said, that news at 12 when Powell started speaking just made the markets go nuts and drove it up several times before it came back down. And then they had one more shot that rallied up, not quite making it. You can just see how many times they're hitting at these edges and just responding off of them. Remember, these levels are drawn the night before. And you can see that support just held. 1 grinding move, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to break. And remember, we had been there prior this morning too, several times. And then we finally broke it. And then we started trending lower on the day and finally finishing off right there. So ample opportunity. Was it worth the risk on some of them? Maybe not. That's really just what, if you're going to be trading the methodology, what you need to determine what the risks are based off how we teach it. But if it is something you're interested in learning more information about, how to get these levels onto your charts the night before, how to execute based off our methodology, feel free to reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettrading.co. Get in touch with a consultant at either one of those locations. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day. You'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. Look forward to seeing you there.